Today we're bringing on the Nike Freak 6s. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Zack here with Tamsters Kicks. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo's newest basketball shoe. It's the Nike Freak 6s. I'm pretty excited for these because I love the Freak 5s actually. And these ones were given kind of similar vibes, and usually when the shoes are kind of similar, then they kind of tweak some of the things that sucked and they become great shoes. So bringing these bad boys down to get guys Giannis the Freak. We know what this man can do. He's been sensational since he's been in the NBA. Really improved a ton, but he's really just a big unit. Like, you can't stop this guy. He's like a train coming to the bucket. But yeah, we're gonna break these bad boys down. If you haven't seen a video from me, I'm gonna go through the traction, cushion, support, materials, and the fit. Give some videos of me hooping in the shoe, different stuff, B-roll, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. All right, so the Zoom Freak 6s, like I mentioned, these shoes retailed at, I guess technically they're $140, but this colorway has a lot of different extra stitching and stuff, so they decided to charge you 10 extra bucks. So these were $150, but it's a $140 shoe, and I love the Giannis line for that reason. I feel like they are pretty good for like bigger, more athletic wings to play in, as well as guards, and these ones are no different. So I liked them a lot. Like I mentioned, the Freak 5s were probably my favorite Giannis shoe yet. Kind of some similar stuff on here with a little bit of tweaks here and there, but let's break them down. The traction features a sticky herringbone outsole that works well on all courts. So he has tried a lot of different things throughout with the traction on his Giannis models, and I feel like it's just because how he plays, like his playing style has morphed just into this straight line drive, attacking downhill with these super wide Euro steps he loves to take. And so this was kind of interesting, this vibe he went with. I particularly loved on the 5s how he switched up to this kind of football, like soccer indoor boot. The style was phenomenal, the fit was great, I loved the court feel of it. These, I think, got into a little more basketball. Like, it transitioned a little bit from them. And personally, I was not a big fan of this traction pattern. I was constantly having to wipe. I felt like he didn't have a lot of support, like laterally and stuff, so I don't know how he's gonna play. You can kind of see it's cupped a little bit for some of those enforcement, like reinforcing the move side to side, but it's just super flat. It's not deep. It should be fine outdoors because it won't really break down that much because there's not much on there. So that's a good aspect. It comes up a little bit, but overall I was pretty disappointed in the traction. The cushion features a classic 4-foot Air Zoom unit. So big fan, Giannis loves that 4-foot Air Zoom right here. He loves to add a little bit right here, and I mean, you know why. You've seen it on his past models where it kind of had the ridge that went here like laterally and medially, and he just likes that little boost there. And I think it's just a little bit more with the responsiveness, the quickness, helps the stability too, as well as you have a little bit more padding there, especially with a player like him on his toes a lot, jumping, moving, running, like stuff like that. So I like that aspect here, and I like that it's pretty low profile with the traction. They kind of just, it's like thin, like you can tell like the traction was just like, let's just add a little bit of feel onto there with the cushion and really keep it as low profile as possible, which I loved. But I don't know, because I love the 5s way more than this cushion and traction setup here, which they're very, very similar. So maybe it's just the playing in them, but I thought it was good. It wasn't crazy, but it got the job done, honestly. Materials, this specific colorway pays tribute to his dad, and I love the feel of it. So kind of same vibes with the 5s. A little bit different though, which I'm not a fan. If I had to compare the two, I'm not a fan of the changes here. This, I don't enjoy that on any basketball shoe. I never have, I never will, and this was one of those that I don't like this textile graphic here. Now, it does provide a super sick like ability to actually change the design of the shoe how you want and add graphics and stuff. You can see the spiral roses here going onto the stitched rows, as well as this double enforced Nike logo here to kind of little bit of stability. But I love the colorway, no complaints there, but overall, I love the actual feel and look of the materials on the 5s. Personally, I play soccer, so I love that boot feel, and I think it has a much better feel. I think they did nothing wrong with the 5s, and it's a shoe that I liked more than this little text. Like, I'm not a fan of it right there. So I'm gonna have to say it's not good. Breathability, like, is fine. The tongue is kind of interesting. It's connected on the sides, like we see with a lot of shoes, kind of like the Kobe 5s do that, and it's okay. Next up, the fit. This is pretty freaking easy. It is true to size. Don't go anything crazy. It fits very well. Not a lot of dead space either. Although this kind of material does tend to lead to a little bit of dead space issues in some players. I know with wide feet, and I did feel it. You can feel that it comes out on the side. You can see it right there. It kind of, your foot will sometimes kind of lean on the side, which kind of sucks because it hurts that like fascia area sometimes. But kind of a weird thing to nitpick. But the fit, just go true to size. With the support, again, it contains like basically an internal containment unit. You can see how the different structure of the shoe kind of helps reinforce different areas. Not a ton with the back heel as well, just a little bit of TPU heel counter here, and then it's pretty soft up here, not anything crazy, but I mean, it's not anything overdone. He's trying to keep it super low profile. That's his main thing, and he's tweaked a couple different things, a little bit more lateral or medial stuff here on this side, and then that containment center coming here too. So not anything crazy, but for a low profile shoe, it's definitely good. Traction, it's mid. I don't like it, honestly. Like, it could be pretty bad. Maybe it's just that playing, but the times I played it, I didn't like it. It was slippery. I didn't feel a lot of bite to it. So, I don't know. Not a fan. The cushion, though, I think it does feel good. I'd give it a good rating. It does play one-on-one kind of with that traction, so as you play over time, you'll start to feel it more, but you really are just going to feel it here. And moving side to side, that's where I always feel it, and because it's low profile, you can really feel the side-to-side movements and stuff, and nothing really kind of like prohibiting those movements. But materials, I think, were mid, and that's just kind of more of a personal preference. I'd say they're still pretty breathable. The tongue is perforated. I wish it was a little different material on the tongue as well, but I mean, that's just, I don't personally like this, so that's why I say it's mid. If you guys like that textile feel with that like screen kind of printed graphic on there, it's okay. I'm not a big fan of it. The fit and the support, though, I would say were good. I was not overwhelmed or underwhelmed with the fit or the support. I thought they played good. The fit was definitely true to size, and the support did what it's supposed to do with the low top shoe. I wasn't blown away, and it was fine. That's the Freak 6. If I'm being honest, I was a little disappointed in them. It is nice that they're still sitting at that $140 retail because they're still a pretty solid shoe. And the reason I'm disappointed is because I love the Freak 5s. It's like coming from a shoe you love so much, and then like you're like, maybe let's go back. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Freak 6s. Let me know what you guys think about these shoes down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one.